hard crash with Streamlabs OBS. That is a new one for sure here. We're going to reload our overlay, get it back online. Very confusing. Not sure why we're having those problems with SDK Gaming. Looks like a huge crash from our broadcasting software. We don't normally see that here. All right, jump to present. Good to go there. And waiting for qualifying to trickle down to an end here. We've got Tomasi currently on pole, followed by Cryer in the number 40 machine. Serdinsky, number 22, he's sitting in third place. Lane in the 27 machine sitting in fourth. Denmark fifth. Beauchamp in sixth place in the 451 machine. He's a fan favorite, a Team Goon Squad sponsored rider. Turpin in the number 454 machine sitting seventh. Button in eighth. Curtis in ninth. McRae in 10th. It's going to be a stacked field here tonight. 37 drivers going to be taking the grid tonight. Very mixed field. We've got rookies. We've got A-class guys. We've got 800 I rating. And we've got almost 4,000 I rating in the lobby tonight. So it's a very, very big mix of racers. $10 whole on the line. So we're going to see what happens, see if they can keep it clean. Hopefully there's no shenanigans to worry about. Looks like we're still waiting for qualifying to come trickling down. Most people have put a lap on the board. We've got about 13 drivers yet to put down a qualifying time. Isaac Moody, Stephen Chun, Gregory Chapman, Joel Nomeland, Rich Hill, Braden Morey, Jeb Jones, Furkan. We've got Mike Bruno, Bruce Batchelor, Jacob Gosh, Dennis Thumb, Jason Reef, still waiting to go on qualifying. Not sure if these guys are waiting to see if maybe see where the rest of the field stacked up at. Maybe they're going to try and qualify, or excuse me, not put down a qualifying time and start from the back. Not quite sure what the game plan is for a few of these different drivers tonight. If you're joining in tonight, didn't make the race, you still got 4 minutes and 50 seconds to try and get in and put down a qualifying time. Server name is the TeamGoonSquad.com event, all one word, no spaces, and you'll see the $10 to win symbol. Also, if you're one of our racers tonight, you want to come back for a little bit chance of bigger prize money, next Sunday we'll be hosting the Team Goon Squad Street Stock Showdown. It is a $5 entry fee, and then is a 100% payback for all the racers. So if we get more than, I believe it's 30 racers, we're going to pay back to 10th place. If we get less than that, it'd probably be a top 5 payout. But either way, it's going to be a good opportunity for guys to come out, make a little bit of money on iRacing, and join a nice professional broadcast event. And we're going to use those as recruitment races for an upcoming Sunday Street Stock series. It will be a fixed series setup, and it will be a pay-to-enter setup. That's going to cover all the purse money, prizes, and trophies we put out, more fun stuff like that. 4 minutes to go. Not seeing many more people put down qualifying time. Still just that 24, and then 25 for Can goes out, puts down a time. So now we're just kind of hanging out, waiting for the thing to happen. Furkan puts down a 33.74. To give you guys an idea of how stacked this field tonight, first place pole setter currently, Tyler Tomasi, puts down a 32.2 for his best lap in qualifying. He's tied with second place, Kendrick Cryer. So less than a few guys separate. Less than a thousandth of a second separate these guys. Furkan currently, Robert Gus, our slowest current quad guy in 25th, isn't that much slower. Does a 33.54. So a lot of guys, you're going to see a lot of really talented street stock racers coming out tonight. For the most part, it's a very mixed field, but even the slower guys, in big air quotes here, only about a second off from the pace. their biggest thing is there's still a chance for these non-alien guys to bring home the money today. With 50 laps, only one fast repair, it's going to be track position is going to be super, super important. These guys should be able to run the entire 50 laps on one set of tires and still be pretty quick from what we saw in testing. But there's going to be, I'm going to take a guess here and say multiple cautions tonight. So it looks like our field's going to stay pretty static here. Tyler Tomasi and Kendrick Cryer bring up the top two. Scott Serdinsky in the 22 machine, he's sitting in third. He is 600ths off the speed from those current top two guys. So not a lot going on there. Let's see. Looks like checkered flag is out. And we're going to set our grid. Up front, we got Tyler Tomasi, Kendrick Cryer, first lane. We've got Scott Serdinsky, Connor Lane bringing in the top four. We've got Steven Denmark, Daniel Beauchamp bringing up row 3. Luke Turpin and Christopher Breton bringing in the next row, followed by Zachary Curtis, Tyler McRae, Rich Hill, Levi Powell. Then taking it back, we've got Troy Patterson, Trey Osborne, Alejandro, excuse me for butchering that, Alejandro, then Michael Hayward, a Goon Squad favorite. Keith Ellis, Tom Ocho, Joel Naft, Tim Taylor, Larry Sicard, Joey Santana, Chris Zohild, Furcan. We've got Robert Gus. We've got me in there for some reason. Kai Demarest, Race Control. Tyler Watts, Race Control. Finally, we got Rich Hill, 31st. Jeb Jones, 32nd. Joel Noman, 33rd. Dennis Thumb, bringing home 34th. Brandon Morey, Jason Reef, Isaac Moody, Jacob Gosh, Bruce Batchelor, and Gregory Chapman. So we've got 40 entries with race control and broadcast. We're going to call that about 37 cars total. So not a bad night here as we get ready to go green. We're going to get eyes on Tyler Tomasi starting it off. He's going to be our number 76 machine starting on pole for this race. So these racers have been warned. You cause an incident, you get 1 EOL. Tyler Tomasi sliding across the screen. Not sure if he's got a lag issue or what he's got going on. And we're going to start our parade lap here around Phoenix Raceway. This is the Legacy version. It's a free version, so that way everybody who has the iRacing service can show up, they can come play. So you got a free air quotes, free car. You've got a track that comes with the service with your base subscription, so anybody can hop into these events, show off what they got, and see if they can make something happen. So starting lineup, Tyler Tomasi, Kendrick Cryer, Scott Serdinsky. Those are 3 guys to watch. Not much separated those guys in qualifying. An absolute massive field here at Phoenix for the first Team Goon Squad money race we put on for the public. If you like what you see, you want to come race with us again, TeamGoonSquad.com's got a link to our Discord. You can come up, show up, and then you can come race with us every Sunday. Should be a good time, good racers. Not sure what the 22 machine's doing, going off in the grass already. I'm sure Race Control will be getting a look at that and seeing what on earth is going on. Pace car is in. It is the 76 of Tyler Tomasi. He gets to set the start. Green flag is a go. They are nose to tail, nose to tail. Good God, that is a stacked field. 22 absolutely sends it into the 76. Oh, there was no chance of him making that. Zero chance. Let's get another eyes on here. We're just gonna switch cameras, take a look here. But it looks to me
number 22 has been disqualified for purposely causing an incident.
22 just absolutely dumps him, just destroys the 76. Oh, that is tragic. So we hear from Race Control, 22 is gonna get removed from the event for driving like an absolute knob. You can see a lot of guys coming in, taking their fast repair. Jesus, what a dumpster fire. So yellow flag is out after 22 caused the big one with one race to go. Excuse me, right off the start. So hate to see that because it wastes a lot of other people's time. That is the one negative about having a public lobby here, is you don't get to vet your guys as much. So when you run a league with the same guys every week in and week out, you kind of get a taste for who can do what and how everybody drives. So that's the one negative about doing the public lobbies here. So we're going to see if all these guys can use their one fast repair. You hate to see them using it so early on in the event. And we've got a new leader, Steven Denmark, at the number 8 machine out front. Luke Turpin, number 454. He's in second, followed by Zachary Curtis at 33. Somebody else to watch, Danny Beauchamp. He's in the 451 machine. He's moved his way up to 4th or 5th, it looks like. So,
all right, guys, just a reminder as well. I know it is early, but there is a fast repair if you guys are needing it.
here in race control, remind our racers tonight they do get one fast repair. You hate to see so many people using it on this early on in the event. Because what can happen is, I mean, that's your one and done. If you crash any more at this point, you're in big trouble. Seeing a lot of guys entering pit lane. Man, you hate to see that so early on into an event. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars that had to pit that cycle already. As you heard, the number 22 machine was removed from the lobby. He will not be rejoining us tonight. So I believe the way this is set up, they'll be starting single file on the restart. If they can't make an entire lap after a start, the iRacing service will automatically revert it to a single file restart, just to let everybody shake things out a little bit more. So we're going to watch that pace car as Steven Denmark tries to make something happen in the number 1 spot. He's up 4 positions from the beginning. We're going to keep an eye on the pace car and the number 8 machine, because once that pace car comes in, it's going to get very, very exciting. Still tons and tons of laps to go here. So nobody's really had a chance to do much for position-wise. I take that back. Nobody's had the chance to fight for position that much. A few of the guys gained 5, 10 positions just because of the crashes that happened early on, thanks to that bonehead takeout move. So we're going to see if those fast guys that did qualify up front can make their way back up, see if they can get themselves sorted out and back in their rightful spot. It's going to be really tough with a 37-car grid to dig through traffic. There's only so much you can do on this Phoenix Raceway. It's a little bit slippery in these street stocks with the iRacing fix
and just
setup.
a reminder for you guys as well, if we cannot complete a lap after the green flag drops, we will be going to single file restarts.
Yeah, race control reminding everybody what we just said in the broadcast booth. If they can't do a whole lap all by themselves, then we'll be reverting to single file. And now, if they can do a lap after that, where everything goes clean and keeps it green, then subsequent restarts will be double file. So pace car is in. It is the number 8 show. Green flag is out. He is ready to go. We're going to try and get a better green flag run here as the 8 gets a good drive, followed by the 454 and 63 machine. Looks like the 63, or excuse me, the 454 is going to try that outside line and make something happen. He tucks back in behind the number 8. Good racing so far. They're mostly single file with an absolute massive field of street stocks behind them. With a little bit of luck, these guys are going to put down some good solid laps, maybe stretch the field out a little bit, and you'll see less carnage going on. I won't say no carnage, but definitely less carnage. 454 tries to make the outside line work. That's Luke Turpin. He didn't quite get it happen. 63 takes a look inside. Oh, they're riding it in deep, boys. 454 almost on the tail end of the number 8 machine. Steven Denmark right at 63 catches up to him. Really tight racing. Behind them, we still got Danny Beauchamp running in the 451 car. He's up to 5th place tonight, up 1 position. Interesting to see how tire wear comes into effect. We've got 2 cars off track. Chris Zofield, Joel Knopf. Yellow flag is out. See if we can get an idea of what happened there. We're taking a look at Chris. Looks like a racing incident to me, guys. Looks like the number 10 of...
we can give lap back
Joel
to the
Knopf
incident at
kind
the
of
beginning
gets
of the race. It's not fair to you
into
guys,
the
so if we
inside
need
of
to,
him
we
just a
will.
little bit, and they keep bumping and grinding out of anger. So the number 10 machine, not sure if yeah, number 10 machine takes it inside, doesn't leave 38 anywhere to go. 38 comes down on him, and just next thing you know, they're both in the grass, both in the wall. So you're going to see at least one of those guys using their fast repair on that one as the number 10 kind of lags back into the game right inside the 38. So
Yeah, except for 10 and 38 got into it on the back stretch there. We are reviewing it right now.
not sure how race control is going to call that one. So it looked to me like the 10 went a little bit deep, the 38 left with nowhere to go. It is the passing car's responsibility to make the pass clean. So
For what, Tim?
not sure how that's gonna play out. But overall, pretty good racing here. No noticeable changes of position in that top 5. Still the Denmark, Turpin, Curtis, Patterson, Beauchamp show. A lot of really good racers here today. We'd like to pay a special shout out to number 39, Keith Dells. He's got a 226 I rating, but he is here to win the $10 tonight, boys. So he's going to be somebody we're going to keep an eye on. Keith Dells, surprisingly not the guy warming his tires up. The number 60 machine, not sure if he knows it doesn't work and he only looks like a bonehead on the broadcast, but you got to hand it to him. He's getting that TV time. So we're going to get them lined up, double file this go around. Still Denmark and Turpin up front, the guys to watch. Best lap times only separating 4 hundredths of a second between Steven Denmark and Luke Turpin. Denmark put down a 32.32. Turpin puts down a 32.36. So these guys are here to make something happen. Still clean tires. Hopefully the number 60 machine can quit swerving all over the place. Danny Beauchamp in the 451 machine, nice two-tone, got the aerial numbers. That lets you know he's not normally an oval racer. Danny does endurance racing for the Team Goon Squad team. He's one of the fastest drivers on the team. So it's interesting to see him show up to oval racing. I guess $10 will dangle the carrot just enough. We're going to see if old fan favorite Danny can bring something home. That is one of the things with this street stock race tonight. It is only one position that matters at the end of this. There's no top 5 payout for the money race, unlike the series we'll be running next weekend. It is you win it or you don't type deal. So some of these guys are going to try and do their best to bring home some cash. Maybe spend on that new iRacing Next Gen NASCAR they came out with. They're getting lined up 2 by 2. Hoping for another good, clean run. That was.
Yes, definitely. Once the pace cars in, the restart is on the leader.
So we're going to see what happens here. They'll line this massive field up. 37 machines started. Race control clarifying when they can go, when they cannot. Once the pace car comes in, it is the leader's show at that point. A lot of good-looking cars out here tonight. A lot of trading paint work being put in the off-season. The number 8 machine looks great. Number 63 in the Caterpillar paint scheme looks awesome. And it looks like 31 in the big old American Freedom
Yeah,
paint.
we will clear it after green flag drops, if you get one.
They're lined up 2 by 2. They're getting as close as they possibly can. Pace car is in as the number 8 show. Whenever he wants to go, they are off. That field is absolutely stacked. Somebody's going 3 wide back there already. That is not going to end well for absolutely anybody in this short track here. Number 8 riding that inside line, using every bit of apron he possibly can. 454, trying to get the high side working. That's just an absolute beautiful field of street stocks here tonight, the Team Goon Squad race. They are door to door, bumper to bumper, 2 rows deep. 31 falls out just a little bit. 454 gets loose, goes wide. He's going to lose the position of the 63 machine as they go around. Number 31, Troy Patterson, starting to get back up in the mix. He's watching these guys in front of him dice it back and forth, going, you know what, I don't want to end this quite yet. He's going to take a look on the inside, try and squeeze the spot from the 454, decides, you know what, can't make it, falls back just a little bit. That battle for the lead is impressive between Steven Denmark, Zachary Curtis, and the number 8 and the number 63 machine. A lot of passing going on all across the field. trying to get two lines working. Not sure how that's going to work at Phoenix Raceway. It seemed in practice like it was very one-sided. We see, looks like Luke Turpin getting a little bit sideways there. He gets in the back of the 63 machine. These guys searching all over the racetrack, trying to find a line that's going to work for them. Spacing out just a little bit. 63, Zachary Curtis doing everything he can to get on the inside of number 8. He makes it stick. Oh, gets the number 8 just a little bit unsettled. 8 tries to dive back in with nowhere to go. 8's getting a little bit sideways. He's got to get out of the throttle or he's going to get really exciting. 8 gets, that's a pretty proper bump and run right there. 31's going to try to make something happen. It's Troy Patterson back in it. Right now we got new race leader Zachary Curtis followed by Luke Turpin, then, excuse me, Stephen Denmark, then Troy Patterson. Live time is going absolutely nuts as positions are traded all across the field here at Phoenix Raceway. 454 dives low on the 63 machine. New race leader Zachary Turpin. On board with Zachary Turpin. You can see how close this field is getting right here. Everybody's using every little bit of slip angle they possibly can. Oh, we've got another crash. We see Christopher Button, Tyler McRae, Larry Sicard all going down. No yellow yet. And the yellow is out. See if we can get a recording, see if we can get the replay on that bad boy. Third caution on lap 16 coming out. Christopher Button gets loose, I think, and then just gets hammered by the 99 machine. Is there two 99 machines? Am I losing my mind here? Surely not. There is two 99 machines. How did that happen? 99 plows in the back of 29. I believe that was Tyler McRae. And then just carnage here at Phoenix. Looks like that was, it's hard to tell the timing here. I've got Braden Morey showing his 99. Tyler McRae in the 43. Let's take a look there. Yeah, 43 is running a custom paint. That's what it is. So that was Tyler McRae. It looks like he ran into the back of him. Yeah, hate to see it. We're gonna hear race control, see if they make anything happen with that.
Car 43 has been awarded an end of line for the lap 16 incident.
So they are gonna call that Tyler McRae in the technically number 43 on live scoring, but he's running a 99 paint scheme. So they are gonna award that one to him. Luke Turpin still holding it down up front, followed by Zachary Curtis, Stephen Denmark, Troy Patterson, Daniel Beauchamp in the 451 machine. So the top 5 going back and forth a little bit, but not a lot of changes here. Well, Danny, best so far is at 32.369. He is up one position from where he started today, so we're trying to expect, I would say we expect more from him, but being a primarily endurance racer, it is cool seeing him out here in any capacity at Oval Series. That's fun to see. $16 laps clicked off so far. We'll call it about 33 remaining here, so we're going to see if we can get any more green flag runs. I think the leaders are getting a little frustrated. They're running into more, they're having great racing, but it's the carnage behind them.
Can you clarify which car is wicked?
Race control is trying to make some incidents, figure out what's going on in the driver radio. We got somebody ready to know in saying,
Yeah, roger that, Larry. We will keep an eye on it. We'll let you know if you're blinking, bud.
oh, okay, so not even an incident. They are, They are self-policing here at the race. They're saying, hey man, if I've got internet problems, please let me know. I don't want to be that guy that ruins a race for somebody. So good on all these athletes and competitors doing the right thing and trying to keep things clean. Larry Sicard, newcomer to the Discord. Pleasure to talk to, so hopefully we see him at future Team Goon Squad events. Oddly enough, haven't seen any lucky dogs or wave rounds, but maybe I'm not paying close enough attention here.
Levi, we're going to do some checking here and see if we can get you some off spec left.
They're stacking them up. They're 2x2 as far back as the eye can see. The green flag is out as Luke Turpin makes his way away, followed by Zach Curtis, Stephen Denmark. Turpin takes the outside line. He's going to try and carry a little bit more swooping momentum into turn one. Get as much speed as he possibly can. Behind him, we've got Zachary Curtis and Stephen Denmark side by side. Big crash in the back. We see Robert Guest goes around. Not seeing the crash that caused that one. '99 with the red wheels this time causes an incident. Spins the 7 around. 7 does everything right, checks up the brakes, and looks like he's pretty good to go. Then right after that, we had Trey Osborne crashing. I wonder if Trey Osborne was the 99 machine that, no, the 60 gets in the back of the 28. Just carnage everywhere. Ooh, does not lock the brakes up. Tries to get back on the gas as quick as he can, but too little too late, I think. See if we can get a... see who that one was. Looks like the 99. I think it's a different 99 this go around.
For the lap 21 incident, the number 43 car will get a 30-second stop and go to be served under green. The number 60 car will get an end of line.
Ah, there we go. So it's the same machine as last time caused the incident with the wrong paint number on the side of his car. So that'll be Tyler McRae awarded a 30-second stop-and-go penalty. Got to serve it under green
43.
here.
We're going to look a little further here, bud, and get you an answer.
Race controller trying to figure something out. Not sure if that was him asking for clarification or what was going on. And that is the good thing about tonight. I am just a broadcaster. I will call it as I see it. Race control has different angles, and they'll look at the replay, honestly, more in depth than I will. So every call they make is independent of their own, has no influence from the announcer. So we got live race control, which for me makes iRacing much better.
Your penalty will be adjusted to an end of line. It was clearly accidental.
All right, they're changing the penalty for the 43 machine. He's going to get an EOL instead of a 30-second stop and go. Major ups to our live race control tonight. They're not afraid to admit, hey man, that might have not have been the best call. Let's look at it some more. All these drivers in this money race and in the series events we put on have the option to say, hey, can you review that further? I think you made a mistake. So big ups to those guys in race control booth making it right for Tyler McRae, the number 43 machine. If you're just tuning in, this is the $10 to win Team Goon Squad Street Stock public race. They'd like to race with us again next Sunday. It's a $5 pay-to-play race, 100% payback. Tonight we fielded 37 cars. So if we can get that type of investment into a money race, you're going to see some big purse money being put up, especially as we get sponsors and whatnot on board. So it's really cool to see so many racers coming together. They're going to go around, get lined up. They're going to get 2x2 again. We're We're going to see if Luke Turpin can hold on to that lead in the 454 machine. But Zachary Curtis, Stephen Denmark, Troy Patterson, and Danielle Beecham has been all over each other this race. That top 5 has been separated by a towel. Not much room to spare here. 25 to go. We're officially at the halfway point. Fuel will be of absolutely no worries. I don't predict anybody's going to come in for tires this go around. I think they're going to stay out as long as they can. Track position is far more important here than fresh tires ever will be. They're single file in the restart. Luke Turpin's hammering down. He is good to go in the 454 machine, followed by the 63. They're a little bit more gapped out this start, so interesting to see how that's going to come into play here. Taking on board with Zachary Curtis, gives you an idea of every inch these guys are using the racetrack. They're trail braking as deep as they can, allowing as much slip angle as they possibly can through street stocks. Seemed like when the tires are pretty fresh, they had a very large amount of slide as we see Luke Turpin with a huge blink in the lead. So these cars getting progressively more slidey as the event goes on, which is good and bad. It's going to slow the pace down a little bit for certain people that aren't worried about tire wear, but it's going to allow those guys that are tire wearing to make moves towards the end of this race. Again, about 37 minutes to go, 25 laps to go. The only position that's going to matter here is the last lap. If you're in first or you're not, that's going to be the difference between a massive $10 paycheck and going home broke here in iRacing. These guys slipping and sliding. Number 8, Stephen Denmark getting all over Zachary Curtis. Luke Turpin starting to put a little bit of a gap. He's got about a 0.3 second gap going on behind him. Meanwhile, Stephen Denmark, 0.2 separates him between Zachary. So very, very tight racing up here at the front. Meanwhile, we still got passes going all the way back from first to 16th as we see Larry Sicard finally makes a move around Joel Narr for 15th, and Tyler McCray gets around Narr for 16th. So guys are making moves all over the place. We've got Mike Hayward just got bumped back to 9th place, another Team Goon Squad sponsored driver. So we got 2 Team Goon Squad drivers in the top 10. For guys that don't primarily race oval, that's pretty darn good. Luke Turpin still putting on a show. He's got up to a 0.7 gap right now, followed by Stephen Denmark. We got somebody just entered the pits. Looks like Robert Gus decided to bring it in. Not sure if he's having car problems or what, excuse me. With this 50-lap race full of cautions, yellow flag is out. Michael Hayward has crashed. Team Goon Squad athlete. Hayward in the... That's not quite right. There we go. Hayward in the 16 machine. Looks like the 2 gets loose into Hayward, and Hayward just sends it around. Oh, takes out the 21 machine. And then more carnage develops. So let's take another look at this one. Very interesting crash, and it took forever to happen. So let's get an eye on the number 2 machine. Let's see if our Team Goon Squad sponsored blimp can get a shot on this one. So you see number 16, Michael Hayward on the inside. 2 goes for the block. 2 goes for the block. Michael Hayward gets tapped just enough. And then carnage, carnage, carnage behind him. Again, not sure how race control is going to call that one. I'm thankful I'm not doing their jobs. Hate to see that from Michael Hayward, the number 16 machine.
No penalties will be awarded. Clearly an accident.
Race control saying an accident despite the number 2. Looks like swerving to me, but we'll try and interview Michael afterwards and see what he has to say. For me, it looked like a block attempt, but the race control saw something different on a different camera angle.
Some clarification for the broadcast. It was, we just saw him like immediately swerve back to the right after he's through the block, so.
Alright.
Fails and resulted on the road.
Race control is saying, looks like it, from their end, it looked like the guy was trying to get out of the way. He realized too little too late that he was swinging down in front of Michael Hayward, so no EOLs awarded. Mike Hayward going to the pits, and then carnage behind him. Mike Hayward looks like he's going to return. He went from 8th place to about 15th place. Hate to see that for Mike. I'm on my roof. Hayward, he's an absolute pleasure to race with. He is the TeamGoonSquad.com's official head spotter. So if you ever want somebody in your corner that's going to make you allow you to get through a full-length NASCAR race, maybe run NIS on the weekend, you want Mr. Hayward on your side. Hands down, one of the best in the business.
Yeah, 13, you are blinking pretty bad. If you continue to blink really bad, we may have to give you another blind later.
Number 13 having a little bit of internet problems, it sounds like. Race control acknowledging, saying, hey, if it keeps being a problem, we'll give you an EOL just to get you out of the danger zone. Nobody wants to hear that here. They're going to line them up, try and make it happen again. 18 to go. Our 5th caution of the night. Overall, I think it's not a terrible race for considering there's almost 40 cars out here and everybody's fighting tooth and nail for a whopping $10. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with the racing tonight. Middle of the race, Hard Charger Award goes to Ferkin.
Yeah, sorry, number
95 machine. He's up 15 positions from his start. He's up in 9th place, so he's probably going to be our Hard Charger Award for the night. Good job to Mr. Ferkin for getting all the way up there, keeping the car pretty clean. Don't believe he's used any repairs yet. As far as our top 10 goes, looks like only one car, Connor Lane, has used a fast repair. Or at the very least has used a pit window. He could have come in for fuel, or he could have been coming in for something else, or tires, excuse me. Fuel won't be in effect. So for the most part, these guys that have been up in the top 10 have stayed there by keeping their cars very clean. A little bit of bumping, a little bit of grinding going on back here as we're under caution. They're going to stack them up 2 by 2 as the iRacing pace car gets ready to rock. Not giving themselves any room. Pace car is in. It's up to Luke Turpin to make it happen. Turpin steps on the gas. Steven Denmark, the number 8 machine, on his outside. 454 is going to try and get wide. Use that swooping line. Oh, they're right by each other. And don't forget Zachary Kurtz, the number 63 machine. He's getting in the mix. Oh, Turpin gets loose. Gets a love tap from the number 8, Steven Denmark. Denmark takes the position. He's now in the lead. Turpin's going to fight back, but Zachary Kurtz, 63, he wants a bit of that inside. Turpin has nowhere to go as he runs outside. Curtis trying to make it happen in that Caterpillar Street Stock. Number 31, Troy Patterson, also getting in the mix. Patterson taps the wall as 63 goes low, tries to make something happen. Zachary Curtis absolutely sending it right now. 15 to go, still lots of laps for all things considered. Odds are going to have another caution by the time this is over with, but 63, he wants it, and he wants it now as we see Turpin. Oh, diving in deep on the inside. 63 gives number 8 the old-fashioned bump and run. 8 holds on to it. Steven Denmark fighting to hold on to that lead. It's going to be a lot of aggressive driving with only 14 to go. These guys are acting like it's the absolute last lap. There is one green-white checker. 31 gives 454 a tap. Then he gets hit by Beauchamp. Yellow flag is out. Looks like everyone kept it pretty clean there. Beauchamp nowhere to go.
Unsure why iRacing is going to throw a caution for that.
Race control saying that was all iRacing's decision, but looks like for the most part everybody kept it pretty clean. Beauchamp bumped down to 6th place. Beauchamp back in 5th. Connor Lane in 6th. Looks like a good old-fashioned.
21-7. Keep the comms clear. We'll review the incident.
And somebody's asking for you from up here. Looks like good old-fashioned clean hard racing there. I mean, there is some bumping and there's some grinding, but there's no egregious taking out. And it looked like the one car was just doing its best to save it, and Beauchamp came in and hit him from behind with nowhere to go. And it's going to be race control's job tonight to decide what's too much as far as aggressive racing goes. For the most part up here in the broadcast booth, looks pretty clean. 13 to go with our 6th caution. Steven Denmark still holding up front. Zachary Curtis in the 63 machine sitting in 2nd. Luke Turpin, 454. He's our top 3. These guys are driving their absolute heart out today. To go with our 6th caution. Furcan still holding at 15 positions above from where he started. Definitely the hard charger. Majority of people still got 18 cars, looks like in the lead lap. No, more than that. Nope, 18 cars in the lead lap. We've got about 6 guys still circulating. They're at least 1 lap down. Overall, most of the field able to survive tonight. They're getting them lined up. They're getting antsy with 11 to go. They know now is the time to make something happen. The things these guys not want to do, they are going to do their absolute best to race as hard as they can. Maybe a little bit of bump and runs when it calls for it, but they cannot afford to cause an incident that's going to result in them getting an EOL. If you get an EOL at this point in the race, you are in big, big trouble. 11 to go. It's going to be really hard to pass about 30 drivers at once. Huge thanks to our drivers tonight. An absolute massive field tonight. 37 entries, so that is pretty impressive to see in a randomly hosted street stock race. Major ups to these guys. We hope to see them back in some more of the Team Goon Squad series events that will be running in the near future. They're getting lined up 2 by 2. Denmark's going to be on the inside. It's probably the safest spot he can possibly be in that number 8 machine. He is all over the pace car. He wants to get this thing going as quickly as he possibly can. And the Twitter feed for the race and the broadcast now, we've got somebody asking, well, nobody wrecked. Why was there a caution? Sometimes the iRacing built-in officials will call one if they think something's big enough. So apparently that one car getting hit hard and sliding down the straightaway was enough to trigger a caution. Number 8 machine with a huge start. Steven Denmark absolutely rockets down. He's going to take up that outside as quick as he can, get that swooping motion, get some speed into 1. But don't forget the 454, Luke Turpin on the inside of Zachary Curtis, trying to make something happen. Good, clean racing here tonight. Turpin doing everything he can to make that inside line stick as he edges out Zachary Curtis, 63. Right behind them, Connor Lane. Haven't talked about him much tonight. He's in 4th position, trying to get up there as well. Steven Denmark still out front. Zachary getting pushed to the outside, it looks like, by Turpin. And area behind him kind of stacking up, seeing what they can get away with, what they can't. That inside line seems pretty dominant. I'm not sure if the outside line developed. In practice, it was a pretty good move. You can carry some good speed. Not sure if the tire wear is going to allow that at this point without the guys getting a little bit too rear end loose. As just as we say that, Zachary Curtis kind of loses a little bit of speed carrying that outside line, gets hung up behind Turpin. Turpin looks like he's going to be looking down low on Denmark here. He's got to wheel in. Ooh, not a lot of room to go, boys. Turpin trying to make that inside line work. Looks like Denmark's going to get pushed wide. Not where he wants to be. Turpin slides up into him, hits him with the good old-fashioned door job. Just like that, looks like Denmark's going to lose 2 positions as Zachary gets up in there as well in the 63 machine. So that inside line, you can make some bumping and grinding happen there. Oh, no. Save it, boys. Save it. Pushes him straight. It looks like Denmark holds on to it. No, he goes around. Oh, he saves it again. Jesus. Denmark with 6 to go goes from first all the way down to 6th. Turpin comfortably leading this right now. Levi Powell crashes. Yellow flag is out. Not sure where that crash came from.
We'll do one attempt at a green-white checkered. There was a couple cars in the wall in the back. Our racing got very caution happy.
They're bumping, they're grinding. Next thing you know, Levi Powell just goes round and round and into the wall. Ooh, that's just violent. So Levi Powell takes a big hit. That's the last thing Turpin wanted right here. Stacks the field up. Denmark all the way down to 7th after he led a very large portion of this race. So now we've got Luke Turpin, Connor Lane. We just said we didn't talk about him much, but he goes from not being mentioned at all, keeping his car clean. Now he's up in 2nd. Zachary Curtis sitting in 3rd, Troy Patterson in 4th, Tyler
Number
McRae
10
in
car
5th,
will
bringing
be
up the top
awarded
5.
a EOL for a very aggressive block.
Race control handing out EOLs like it's a Christmas party. 4 to go here at the Team Goon Squad Street Stock event. To go. There will be one green-white checkered attempt here. As the lucky dog looks like he's going around the outside. Not sure what car machine that was, but trying to go on the lead lap. Again, Turpin, this is exactly what he did not want. He had a good 2 or 3 second gap there. And just like that, he is back in the mix. Turpin put down the fastest lap of the race, I believe, with a 32.05. Which is much, much faster than the guys were putting down in practice. I think they qualified with 32.2s or something. So this car might be getting a little bit faster as the tire come in, allowing a little more slip angle, a little bit more speed around the corners. Normally you'd expect these cars to tighten up this late in a run, but I think they're able to carry a little bit more speed now. Beauchamp sitting in 8th place in the 451 machine. He's gotten knocked back from 5th place, having a relatively good race tonight. Let's see what goes on here as they get ready to start up for what could be the final time. As we get ready to go with 3 to go, I thank all our sponsors, TeamGoonSquad.com, East Action Sports LLC for bringing home the broadcast, and Slim Jim 355 on Twitch. They're the biggest sponsors of the team. I'd like to appreciate all you guys, and most importantly, thank everybody who's tuning in from home and our racers tonight for putting on an absolute spectacular show this Sunday night. With very little heads up, we fielded almost a full event here, so it's really cool to see. With 3 to go, we're going to see if Turpin can hold on to it. He's got that inside line. Guys behind him are going to be itching to make something happen. We've got Lane and Curtis all over him. It is Turpin's show. Whenever he hits it, it's game time. Waiting for the pace car to come in. He is stacking the field up behind him, it looks like. He wants those guys to battle for 2nd and 3rd as much as they can, but Turpin is off like a rocket. He's going to try and get that outside line. Turpin takes the outside. He's going to try and hold a little bit of speed, but don't forget number 63. They're crashing behind him. With 2 to go, looks like no yellow came out. Turpin getting a huge, huge launch. Turpin with 2 to go. He's got him all over him. Lane right behind him in the 27, followed by Zachary Curtis in 63. We know Curtis has the speed to make something happen. There's carnage everywhere. There's white flag is out. Final lap. There's crashes. Lane takes on the inside, pushes Turpin. Turpin pushes him through the grass. Lane back out on the track. Does he have the momentum to get low? He spins Turpin. He spins Turpin. Oh boy, race control is going to be busy for this one. Not sure how we think about this one, guys. We're going to have to see
Hey,
what...
drivers, quiet please. We'll review the incident.
We're going to see what happens here. Yeah, Lane. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Let's take it on board with Lane here. Let's get this far chase. Let's see what happens here, my friends. Oh, I don't know, my friends. Oh, race control is going to have a tough one here. Lane just taps him.
Results will stand as they are. Racing incident.
Oh, race control is going to call it. Looks like Connor Lane is the winner tonight. Oh, my God.
Reminder, if you want to be featured in a post-race interview, go to teamgoonsquad.com and join
Yeah,
the
I
Discord.
fully
There's
agree
an
after
interview
getting knocked
waiting
off
room.
in the grass. So here's the thing, and again, this is a broadcaster's point of view. This is not a race control point of view. From me, if you're going to take somebody out, do it just lightly enough so it looks like a race incident and not a pump and run, you know? So as far as my point of view goes, it looks like it was pretty darn clean. God, what an exciting race here. All right, let's pull up our official results here. Looks like that's going to be Connor Lane in the 27 machine who brings it home. Zachary Curtis in second. And then Tyler McRae in third is going to be our top three. Stephen Denmark, Turkin. We got Michael Hayward, Goon Squad driver, in sixth, followed by Daniel Beauchamp in seventh. Troy Patterson eighth. Keith Dells ninth. Larry Sicard, Tim Taylor, Tom Ocho.
The race is over. There's no reason to keep arguing.
Joel Knopf, Joe Santana, Alejandro, Luke Turpin, Levi Powell, Robert Guess, all bringing it home tonight. So major ups to all of our competitors. We're going to see if anybody's in the broadcast booth. For those racers at home that are getting a little bit upset about it, we will refund their entry fee tonight. All right, let's see who we've got in the interview booth. We've got... Not sure if I see... I don't know who FDRK is. If you're listening right now, we'll bring in the booth anyway. What could go wrong? Nope, we lost him. All right, let's try and get Larry Sicard in here. Larry, this is James in the broadcast booth. Do you read me? No, we do not. All right, doesn't look like... We got Connor Lane in here. He's in the interview booth. Larry Sicard's also in there. He's not a top three, but hell, we'll interview him anyway. Not seeing second or third showing up tonight. We're going to go ahead and grab Connor Lane, pull him into the booth. Connor, this is East in the broadcast booth. You read me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, Connor, after getting punted into the grass and making something happen in the final corner, what do you think about tonight's event?
It was fun. The setup, I don't even know if it was like the stock setup or whatever, but it was really fun, really loose. You could really drive it around, make some moves. I got caught up in that like first one and turn one lap on intentional wreck, and then I was just gonna save my fast repair for like the end of the race, but I was so down on speed, I came in and got the fast repair, and then once I got that fast repair, I drove right back up to the front, and I mean, I felt way faster than those guys, so I was just trying to find a way around them, and then I gave him a bump in 1 and 2, moved him up the track. I thought it was clean, but apparently he didn't, and he drove it right. He drove me right down in the grass, and I mean, I'm not gonna lift on the last lap, and I went into three. Like I said, I didn't even mean to turn him. I just got in there a little too hot and got loose and got into his left rear. But I really didn't think that running me into the grass was called for, so I was kind of upset about it. But I didn't mean to go in there and dump him. But no, it was fun. I'm glad I won. I felt really fast. I just had some bad luck the whole race until the end of the race when I could really just get around the track and pass people.
Right on, Connor. Well, from our point of view, the broadcast booth looked like pretty good, pretty clean racing across the board. Everybody kept it fairly polite, and if they did any dump and runs, they tried to make it look clean enough. So you're winning a whole $10. What are you going to spend it on, and who would you like to thank tonight?
Uh, I'll probably spend it on some tank of gas because it takes like $80 to fill up my truck. So, but no, I just want to thank the guys for hosting the race. I had never really heard of y'all before, but no, it's really fun. Thank my buddy Trey Osborne that I raced with. Too bad he's slow and can't drive a race car, but it makes himself look like an idiot half the time. But it was fun. Thanks for broadcasting. Thanks for bringing me in here.
Yeah, no worries, Connor. We look forward to seeing you at future events, and hope you have a good evening, man.
Yep, you too.
This is East of the broadcast booth. You read me?
What?
Do you read me? You're in the announcer's booth right now.
Yeah.
All right, what is your iRacing name?
I'm texting now. Furkan. Furkan.
Oh, Firkin, you're
Director
the
of
hard
Blue.
charger. You're the you won the hard charger award tonight, Firkin.
Yeah.
So up 19 positions. Where are you from, man?
Turkey.
Turkey. So as the
Yeah.
only Turkish driver in the field tonight, how do you think it went?
Tamam, bir dakika. Again, please repeat.
Yeah, no
Again,
worries.
please.
So as the only driver from Turkey tonight, how do you think the race went for you?
I'm happy for this race, and I win this race.
Well, good, man. We are very glad to have you, Firkin. We hope to see you at future events, and we thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least, we've got Daniel Bachamp joining the broadcast booth. Daniel, it's East in the broadcast booth. You read me?
Hey, buddy.
So as the second slowest Goon Squad driver tonight, how does it feel to get passed by Mike Hayward, professional spotter?
Did he pass me?
He
Oh,
did.
yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, when I had to slow down. Yeah, for an instant in front of me. I think he didn't quite check up. It wasn't as safe as I was being. I think you need to look into the safety of that driver.
Well, to be fair, he's also used to driving on the wrong side of the road, so the fact that you guys were able to circulate at all is absolutely spectacular. As an endurance driver, you've driven GT3, GTE, and even some LMP1s. Is this more or less scary than a multi-class endurance race?
It's more scary because I just did 20 minutes of practice.
Oh, perfect. You're overqualified.
Yeah.
Well, cool, Danny. We appreciate you joining in tonight. Great seeing you out there in the 451 machine, and we're damn glad to have you. Good run tonight.
All right, buddy. Nice broadcast. See ya.
Larry, it's James in the broadcast booth. You read me?
Yep.
So, Larry, you came in here not knowing what to expect. You brought home a 10th place, up 11 positions. How did your race go for you tonight?
Well, it felt pretty good starting 21st, but we made some moves and we got rung a home top 10 finish.
Yeah, very impressive performance. How do you think the other drivers? A very mixed field. A huge I rating difference between 3,100 down to 200 was the lowest I rating. How do you think the different skill sets of different drivers played into your race tonight?
Oh, it was tough. Not normally racing bigger tracks, but yeah, it felt pretty good. Car felt fast, but we couldn't come on top.
Awesome, man. We're good to see you out here. We hope to see you at future events. Before we go, do you have anybody you'd like to thank or shout out? I think we lost Larry. Larry, are you with me? Hit the push to talk button, Larry.
Yeah, I'm back.
There we go. Larry, do you have anybody you want to thank tonight?
Well, I want to thank, I don't got sponsors, but I want to thank my family, my friends are watching me right now. But yeah.
Awesome, Larry. We look forward to seeing you at future events, and we greatly appreciate you being here, man. Good job tonight.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, that is going to bring it home for the first ever Team Goon Squad money race. Looks like Connor Lane's going to win a whopping $10 tonight, so we'll get that sent over to him as quickly as we possibly can. Thank you all our drivers tonight, all 37 entries, everybody that joined us in the broadcast booth. A huge thank you to our race control, Kai Demarest and Tyler Watts. They're going to have so many angry messages after this, so big ups to those guys for putting up with it. We couldn't do it without them. Again, thank you to everybody that tuned into the TeamGoonSquad.com broadcast. We look forward to seeing you next Sunday. It's a money race we're putting on. $5 to enter. It's at Charlotte Motor Speedway, street stocks, fixed setups, 100% payback. So if we get 50 entries, or 42 I think is the max we can have, all 200 and some dollars will be going right back into racers' pockets depending on where you finish. I am James East, bringing it home for TeamGoonSquad.com. Thank you very much for joining in. I appreciate you.